You ever stop and think about how you can be watching a perfectly clear movie on your phone while you're zipping by on a train? I mean, it really does feel like magic. But it's not. It's this incredible, invisible technology that powers pretty much our entire digital world. So let's dive in and figure out how this streaming magic actually works.
And to get our heads around this, we're going straight to the source. This whole explainer is based on Part 8 of a really detailed course on digital signal processing by Virtualization Options LLC. It's a deep dive for sure, but we've pulled out all the key secrets for you.
All right, so let's kick things off with a little puzzle. It's something you've probably experienced 100 times and maybe never even thought twice about.
Picture this. You're on that train, right? The Wi-Fi is, let's be honest, it's terrible. And yet, that 4K movie you're watching just keeps playing. That dreaded buffering wheel, the spinning circle of doom, it's just gone. How is that even possible? What's the secret sauce here?
Well, the answer isn't some glitch in the matrix. It's an incredibly smart, incredibly elegant technology. It's a system designed specifically to handle the absolute chaos of the internet, and it does it all in real time without you ever noticing.
So what do we call this unsung hero of the internet? It's called adaptive bit rate streaming, or ABR for short. And trust me, this is the core technology that lets giants like Netflix and YouTube deliver video to your screen no matter where you are or what your connection is like.
So what is ABR, really? Well, think of it this way. Instead of trying to send you one single, giant, high-quality video file, the streaming service has a bunch of different versions all ready to go. You've got your low-quality version, your medium, your high-def, your 4K, and your video player acts like a super smart traffic cop. It's constantly checking your internet speed and, in a split second, picks the absolute best version you can handle right at that moment.
And this visual is the perfect way to picture it. A quality ladder. When your connection is rock solid, your player climbs right up to the top rung, that beautiful crisp 4K. But the second you hit a dead zone and your signal drops, it instantly and seamlessly steps down to a lower rung, say 720p. It does this to make absolutely sure the video never ever stops. For ABR, keeping the video playing is always priority number one. Okay, so this all sounds great in theory, but how does it actually happen? Like, what's going on under the hood? It actually boils down to a pretty straightforward three-step process. Let's follow that video from the server all the way to your screen.
First up, step 1, content prep. Before you even press play, the original movie file is encoded into that whole quality ladder we talked about, all the different versions from low-res to Ultra HD. Then each of those versions gets chopped up into these little bite-sized pieces, usually just a couple of seconds long. Then, step 2, manifest delivery. The moment you hit play, your device downloads a tiny little text file. You can think of it like a menu. It's called the manifest file, and it basically tells your player, hey, here are all the different quality chunks available, and here's where you can find them. And finally, step 3, the really clever part, smart requests. Your player is constantly measuring your internet connection. It starts by grabbing a few chunks to get the video going, and then it gets smart. It looks ahead and requests the absolute best quality chunk it knows you can download in time for the next few seconds of video, constantly adjusting up or down that ladder.
Now, of course, for all this to work, for the servers and your phone to coordinate all of this, they need to be speaking the same language. And in the world of adaptive streaming, there are basically two main dialects that make this whole conversation possible. On one side, you have HLS, which stands for HTTP Live Streaming. This was developed by Apple, so naturally, it's pretty much everywhere on iPhones, iPads, and MacBooks. On the other side, you've got MPG-. This one's an international standard, and it's known for being super flexible. But here's the key takeaway. They might have some technical differences, but at the end of the day, they both do the exact same job, using the same basic building blocks of the web to give you that smooth, adaptive stream. So we've covered the how, but let's just take a step back and talk about the why. Why is this technology so ridiculously important? Well, because ABR isn't just some neat tech trick. It is the invisible foundation of the entire modern media world. ABR is what allows video streaming to operate at a scale that is just mind-boggling. It's the engine that lets billions of us, all at the same time, on totally different devices with wildly different internet speeds, watch what we want, when we want, with an experience that's perfectly tailored to each and every one of us. When you really think about it, ABR is the reason the buffering wheel is basically a meme now, a relic of the past. It's why watching 4K on a tablet in a coffee shop is even a thing. It's what makes video work over a shaky cell connection. It is, and this is no exaggeration, the technology that allows the entire streaming industry to exist. And the most incredible part? It does all this heavy lifting completely silently, in the background, so you can just kick back and enjoy the show.
And this quote from our source material really just says it all perfectly. ABR is an elegant solution to a very messy, very chaotic problem. So the next time you're watching something and it just works, take a second to appreciate the incredible adaptive dance that's happening behind the scenes. It really makes you wonder, right? If we can solve the chaos of internet video so elegantly, what other huge, complicated problems could we tackle with that same kind of adaptive thinking?